I think one of the first things we need to acknowledge in this video is that villagers are a little OP. I say that because they give you exactly what you need and they give you a fair amount for it. So for example, this guy didn't take long and he's already giving me golden carrots. But he'll also take all the rest of this stuff off my hands, like the useless beetroot, excess potatoes, and then of course pumpkins and melons to give me emeralds so I can buy those golden carrots from him. But now there is one issue that I'm running into, and that's the fact that my tools are running very low on durability. Now, I'm sure many of you are saying, hey, just go get a mending villager. But I also have the problem of dying. Yeah. My armor and tools continually get lost in the nether or just around the world and end up despawning because I can't get back to them because I'm just not good at this game. So one thing I want to do is take some of our villager friends. I do have a couple of villager friends in here, although a little confused, that could easily work for us the way we want them to. I'm not going to put them in a villager breeder, but I am going to take them over to our dwarven mine where they can become a toolsmith and an armor smith. And I think I'm going to need a weaponsmith too. Without further ado, let's get them in a boat and head over that direction. All right, I think the difficulty here is going to be the cows may want to get out faster than the... Yep. Okay. Nope. Nope. Ah, you... Okay. Uh, sorry, Bessie. I don't want to lose all my cows. You're being a bit stubborn. Okay, that actually worked. I thought I had more than this, but we'll just get rid of this. And they can roam free. And now these guys are going to come with me. Let's go. Careful of that bush. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Oh, this is so easy. This is so easy. Okay, where? There it is. Come around the corner. And of course I didn't make it easy on me. Ow. All right. Will this work? And no. Let me... I could stack up pumpkins. Here we go. There we go. And now let's take them back. Awesome. All right, guys, let's get going. Now comes the hard part. We got the villagers over here, but I'm not quite sure how we're going to get them all the way up there. Let's try this. Oh. Wow! This is so nice! Holy cow! Okay. I mean, coming all the way up here and for it to just to stop here is not that big of an issue, but that is something else. I feel like maybe I have to come up a couple of blocks. Hold on. Yep. Boom. Welcome to your new home. I do need to make it a little bit safe for you because you don't want to go down that way. There's a warden. And you don't want to go out this way because that'll lead you to zombies and stuff. So what I think I'm going to do is, first off, tie your boat off there. And I'm going to take some fences and block y'all in and any mobs out. I don't want a mason just yet, so I'm going to break this. But one of y'all can take that job. That'd be fine. And I guess that's another job you could take. So let's see. Okay, we've got a armor smith. Won't the anvil do something? I think he's got a superiority complex. Looks like I have more than one reason to need to head back to the village. But let's see. You want to sell me iron gear. I don't have a chest plate, so we'll go ahead and buy one. Well, you know what? Oops. Thought I lost this. Ooh, it is nighttime. Here we go. I just need to maybe grab a few more friends. Like 5? I'm gonna need you guys to make me some more friends. So if you could get on that, that would be ideal. We are back over here because I need enough villagers to make an iron farm. And I at least need one more to have a toolsmith or a weaponsmith. I want to be able to make sure I can get everything replaced that I need if and when I die or break the tools. But while we're over here, it definitely doesn't hurt to work on getting some emeralds so we can speed up the process of getting those villagers upgraded fully. Yes? Yes? Oh, they're still frustrated. Okay. I need to figure out why. One of the things I did here was remove a portion of this wall to see if I could put the beds close enough, but maybe they need to be right about there. If that's the case, then I need to push this out. And that could be difficult. I know, sorry, your house is a bit of a mess, and it's really dark in here, but I'm really hoping that this villager breeder works. So if you could just be patient, that would be great. And in fact, if you could move out of the doorway, that would be even better. Excuse me. Move. Move. Let me give you guys some bread to get started. See if maybe that helps. Yes? Do we have a little villager? Yes. Yes, yes. Lots of love. Little villager. Okay, he fell in the hole. Let's watch. Does he come out and get in the boat? Or did he make it to the beds? That could be so good. Okay, let me see here. I come down here. I see no baby villager. I see no baby villager. He's in the boat! He's in the boat! Oh my gosh, we did it. Okay. Very good. The only issue is... how do I get you to the other side of the village to get to the dwarf mine? Oh, jeez. And see how far this way the waterway continues. And then maybe we can just go around this island rather than through it. So I explored back behind me a little bit to see if that waterway connected to the other side, and it really doesn't look like it does. Or if it does, it's just a long way down that way. So I think the easiest thing to do is to find some way, maybe remove a few fences for temporariness. Temporariness? Temporarily. Got to figure out where to do that and then drag them through the village, over this path, and then back out that way towards the dwarf mine. We'll wait until we have at least one more villager before we do that. And so while we're waiting, I'm going to work on... well, I don't want to work on this. So I'm going to work on getting some more... oh, you guys are excited. Get some more vegetables to trade to the villagers and get them to get me more emeralds. While waiting for our villagers to breed, I spent a good bit of time running around the village gathering pumpkins and potatoes and melons and all the other good things to trade, and we got a fair amount of emeralds. But the best thing we got were the friends along the way. Okay, yeah, sorry, that's just cheesy. Anyways, you'll notice too that oh geez, there's some of those guys behind us. I'm getting so distracted. You'll notice too that we're standing next to a giant pillar of deep slate, and that's because I'm using that to mark this trail ruin that I'm standing on for later. There's some time later that I'd like to come back through here, and that really would be when I get respiration on my diamond helmet. I don't have that yet, and I really don't like working underwater. unless I can breathe. I also would like aqua affinity. But before we take these guys to the Dwarven Kingdom, I was just checking the amount of daytime left. Before we take them to the Dwarven Kingdom, let's take care of these guys because they're going to be a bit annoying as we try to pass them. I'm also noticing that I have no weapons, so this could be kind of fun. Not ideal. Oh, they got my boat! See how it works if I try to get at them from underneath. Apparently not well. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Swim away. Just need to keep them away from the villagers. I do have a bow, but it only has 2 arrows. Too bad I can't pull them from my character. Oh my gosh. Take that. Oh yeah. Oh, we got 2 of them. Let's go. 2 for 2. I'll take all this junk. Ah! Got him. He's too good of a shot. Got him. Okay. That took entirely way too long. All right, let's grab these guys and head on back to the Dwarven Kingdom. Oh my gosh, all those arrows. So hilarious. Oh, jeez. All right, now everybody is here, safe and sound, which is perfect. And I keep forgetting about the zombie spawner right there. That might actually be really useful for one of the things I want to do. But the next thing I need to do is figure out where the best place to put an iron farm is going to be. And the reason I want to do an iron farm is because the weaponsmith and the toolsmith will do an iron trade to help me earn emeralds for when I want to buy new armor and tools and things like that. And having an iron farm would make that so much easier. My first thought is to climb up the mountain and put the iron farm on top of the mountain, but that would involve me trying to get villagers up there. And while we saw that it's possible, I don't know that that seems very easy. On the other hand, I don't really know if an iron farm will work underground. So if I try to dig through one of these tunnels and get up a little bit higher, I don't know if that will mess up the iron golem spawning. So that is something I'm going to need to do a little bit of research on and maybe try out myself. Just have to figure out which direction we want to go. We have so many options. It may be helpful to go there or there just because the zombie spawner will be a little bit closer. Let's try this one. Okay, so from down there, we dug up a little bit and into this tunnel, and this guy made a break for it. I caught him in the boat, though, so that's good. He's making things difficult for me. But I do need to figure out exactly where to go from here, and if I want to keep these tunnels or block them off and create my own rooms. Now, some of them may end up turning into rooms regardless, and I just block off some of the other ones. But I'm not quite sure how I want to do this. Don't you dare come up here. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time thinking about it. I want to make sure that I still have access to this room. and make sure that this is a usable experience farm, as well as being able to get a zombie from here in order to do our iron farm, which could prove to be difficult. With all that being said, this definitely gives an opportunity for creative thought, and I would definitely love your input on the decisions that I make as I go. So feel free to leave comments whether I make a good decision or a bad one or somewhere in between. Let's figure out what to do. I think this whole area could be a room because it wraps around. Now, whether this is the room where we put the iron farm or not, actually, I don't think this is going to be where the iron farm goes. And the reason for that is because you come up here and you could come around this way and it slowly starts getting up higher. And then we could have like maybe some sort of overlook area right here where you could look on the path coming, or we could do a little bit of a bridge over that way. And then in each of these little areas, like there, here, and maybe here, we could put our weapon, tool, or armor smith. I think that would be pretty cool. Be a nice little trading hall. Maybe sort of like we could call it like the Merchants Guild or something through here. And then we could maybe block this area, like build up a little bit of a wall there and come across into this area where we maybe go up a little bit higher here and come up, block off that area over there and come up higher in this spot to create our iron farm. I think I'm actually liking that idea. That sounds really cool and gives me a lot of potential for creative ability. This may take a while, so I'm hoping that this won't take so long that the video is delayed. What in the world was that? Anyways, let's get to work. Okay, so this is the general pattern of what we got going on here. You come up the stairs here and you come around. Maybe you look up, maybe you don't. You see the bridge, but then you come around here. This will be a spot for one of the toolsmith, weaponsmith, or armorsmith, that one as well. And it slowly, gradually gets up as you find that spot there. And then you come up and you go over the bridge and then come down on this side, which I have not done anything over here yet. I've just sort of planned out what I want to do, and I'm feeling like this is actually going to turn out really cool. I'm trying to decide what blocks I want to use right now. I do currently have these slabs in place, and then these whole blocks here with the deep slate bricks, and then these blackstone bricks. But these are all sort of placeholders to kind of help me give an idea of what I want as we go around. So I want to finesse everything around here, change out the block palette, and see what it looks like. I'm not sure I want it all to be black. I want some of it to be gray, so maybe we'll incorporate some tuff and stone. But we're gonna figure out exactly how I want this all to look, and I'll probably rough up the texture around here a little bit, so it might narrow out the path. But this is coming along really nicely. Ooh, man. I think I figured out exactly what I wanted to do for our iron farm, and after we come around here, we have the bridge that leads over to our trading hall. But once we come around here, back into this room, this is where the iron farm is going to go. Now, every tutorial that I watched said that you need to have a nice big flat area, and none of them actually told me how big the area needed to be. So I decided to dig out two chunks next to each other and hope for the best. I did do a quick Google search and they said 16 by 6 by 16. So I'm assuming it's the 16 here by 16 here of the chunk and then 6 high. So I dug up 6 and I went 32 this way. So our iron farm is going to be somewhere in the middle here. I just need to actually get to work on it. But it is way too late at night right now and I need to get to bed. So I'm going to do the iron farm later. But before I go to bed, I wanted to show you guys that I got the toolsmith completely decked out, and now we can get diamond tools of any kind, except for a hoe, which I guess is fine. And these tools are okay. That's pretty nice, and that's really nice. I need to make sure we stock up on our emeralds. Nice. Okay, now it is the next day in real life, and I've actually got all the materials needed to build this iron farm. It's supposed to be one that you can build on day one, so it's like, what, day 1 million? 282 in this world, and we've got to get this built. So I'm using a tutorial by Real Jaden, and it should be fairly simple. I just need to follow it. So to do that, I'm just gonna flip into like a third-person montage. Let's go. Okay, I have got my 3 villagers in place here, and fortunately, just around the corner, I've got a zombie caught. And so, what we're waiting for here is the sun to go down, and then they will just slowly climb down into their beds, fall asleep, and be trapped in there forever. And then we'll get the zombie to follow me through into this trap. And that should be good. That should get the iron farm activated. We'll have to dig out some other area around here. But hopefully this will work. I'm not 100% sure with everything being the way that it is. So now with the sun setting, let's go ahead and release these guys. All right. Looks like they're making their way. Very good, very good. Oh, perfect. Now I think we just fill it in. And then we get to call it a good day. All right. Time to release the zombie. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Come on, buddy. Oh, you just put on some armor. How cute. Fall in the hole. Nope. Okay, this is going to be harder than I thought. Oh, jeez. Use the powdered snow. Oh, no. Don't use the powdered snow. Oh, this is not good. Oh, nice. That worked. So now he should go down, and let's see. Oh, I need to fix that. Okay, but he should end up in the boat down there very, very soon. Let's check him out on free cam. He's not moved an inch. Okay, he's moved a little bit. There we go. There we go. Get in the boat. Yes. Awesome. Now I just need to hop down. Click that down. Or click. Oh, okay, yeah. Then that helps them sleep. We flick it up. Then they get scared. Okay, that's how it works. Now I just need to figure out how to get out of here. Oh. Well, crap. That was one zombie. At least we know it works. You having a bad day? Yeah. Doesn't seem like it's a very good day. Let me put you out of your misery. Okay. Alright, let's hop on out of here. And now we've just got to find another zombie. Oh. Or just fall into the cold snow again. We can definitely try this. This is not going to go well. Ugh. Oh, there's light in there still, isn't there? Yep, right there. Okay. Oh, jeez. All right, we don't want any more to spawn. Okay. Was it just one? Seriously? Let's go. Okay. Hey, bud. Come on. Let me take you to your villager friends. All right, let's try this again. Nope. It would work well for everyone involved if you just get in the hole. Oh, get in there. Oh, okay, good. Let's see if he's down. Nope, not yet. He's still locked on to me. Let me come over here some. Okay. Now I've got to get down there and fill it in. This way, no more iron golems spawn. Oh, hold on. I forgot. I wanted to name you Steven. Now we just fill this in. And an iron golem spawns right here. Great. That really seems to be an unfortunate life for you. You look so cold. Finally. Okay. Now we can finish up the rest of the farm. Let's put a bucket of water there. And a bucket of water there. Why is the water not flowing right? This is the stupid chunk borders. Oh, wait. Try it again. Oh, that works so much better. Okay. You're a little in the way, dude. I hate to do this to you, bud, but, I have to move this over. No! Okay. That's actually working. And then we just come over here, and when we get our stuff... Oh, no, I didn't put the hopper in right. There we go. Let me just try throwing it again. Check. Yes. Okay, it works. Now, fill that spot in, and... this. There we go. Working iron farm, and now we're going to get all of the emeralds for all of the tools. Oh, yes. Infinite source of iron. So, so good. So the next thing we want to do is come through here. We need to clean this up because it's wide open and it looks really ugly with all the cobblestone everywhere. And also, when we come around the corner, this room is nothing. So we could potentially just fill in the wall. And we need to decorate this area out and fix up the pillar because it's been decimated with all of the boats that I've been bringing through. And then we can also work on trades with these guys to make sure that we get everything we need to from them. Oh, and I do want to come through here and make sure that we turn this into a experience farm, but that may still wait for a later date. So I've been doing a little bit of thinking, and I think what I want to do through here is keep it sort of natural looking, which means I'm going to need to get a bunch of this stone and use it to sort of rough up the area in here and make each of the turns and stuff and all of the ceiling look a little bit more 3D rather than just this flat cutout area. And of course, we're going to have to replace the deep slate stuff here with smooth stone. Maybe we'll even add in some smooth stone bricks. I say smooth stone. What I mean is regular stone. We'll add in some stone bricks and some cobblestone just to kind of rough it up and make it look a little bit more textured. So I'm going to grab some of that and then we'll do a little bit of a sample of what I'm wanting to do. And then I will cut away and come back to when it's finished. All right, so what we want to do is completely erase this wall. And I think we can do maybe a couple of bricks here and there. But then the majority of it is going to be this smooth stone. And we'll have it come through pretty much all of it except for a few spots will be cobble. I think here we're going to transition from it being a completely smooth wall and we'll put a slab there and then we can sort of work towards a point. And sort of the same over here, though it's sort of already naturally there. I kind of want like a bit of a tunneled entrance here. So we can come across there with that. And then we'll come in with some stairs and slabs to round it out. Let's see how it looks from down here. As you come in, yeah, we may even want to bring the wall up here. So you're not like thinking, oh, look, there's a bridge. This is going to take a lot of work and texture. So I'm going to go ahead and think about what we're going to do here. And it being flat-ish here is fine, but it's when you're coming around here that I want it to start to build up a little bit. Or maybe even just have some sort of texture in some of these spots to make it look like it's a cave and not just some sort of man-made dug tunnel or something like that. So I'm going to come through here. I'm going to do a bunch of roughing up and texturing, and then we'll get back together and talk about it. I've got a little bit of a progress update for y'all. I have done the archway here, which I think looks really nice, and it leads up to these steps here. And then I roughed up the walls in here, as if the dwarves would have mined their way through and just sort of uh, carelessly left some spaces. I'm not really sure the right word there. And then I went through and I textured it some with andesite and then different stair and slab blocks and a bunch of cobblestone as well. Though I didn't really get to carry through the cobble and andesite as far as I would have liked, considering I ran out of the andesite. And I just got lazy with the cobblestone. But I even textured up some of their spaces in here too, so it looks like they're just in sort of cave entrance here to sell their goods. And yeah, I'm thinking it looks pretty good here. We got the bridge still, and it leads into this area, but I haven't fully done too much over here. I've textured a bit, and I've built a little bit of a water feature, which I think is nice. And then up here, it's still wide open to the sky. So I've got quite a bit left to texture over here, though it may just be some sort of wall that I build up that I could say the dwarves built, maybe using some deep slate and just have some sort of room looking thing on the exterior here. And our iron farm is working perfectly, so that's super great. Which means I can show you too the progress we've made with our villagers. This guy, like I said earlier, is fully decked out, all the tools, and so is this guy here with the armor, which is why I have an armor chest plate on. And then right here, this guy is still working a little bit on building up his trades, but he's getting there. That is our progress so far. I'll get back with you guys here in a little bit. I may go mining a little bit for some andesite to help texture around in here a little bit more, and definitely work on the iron farm room. Hopefully making it so that iron golems don't spawn in the wrong areas, but we have a good space to work with. I also did block off the zombie spawner here. I will eventually, probably coming up from this side, build our zombie spawner or our zombie farm, or coming up from this side. So one of the two sides here will be the room. I guess it seems more likely it'll be this side, but will be the room that we access in order to get our experience from the zombies. So let me cut away again. I'm going to do a bunch of mining for andesite and maybe some more smelting of cobble and stuff like that to get smooth stone. And I'll meet back with you guys here in a little bit when I've got more progress. So one more build update as we come through here. I decided that I wanted these guys to be in something that's a little bit more constructed. So that way it at least looks purposeful. The rest of this is intended to look sort of random and maybe kind of purposeful as if it was been mined out. So in here, I decided to throw in a bunch of deep slate tiles and sort of have like an arched way for them to sit, and then they can still access their job blocks. So I did that for all three of them. You can still see I've left some items behind just because I didn't feel like opening up the fences and risk them running away. And this guy particularly seems to have a lot of stuff. He also wouldn't move from that spot, so that's going to forever be stone. Coming along through here, we've got just a little bit of progress, and by a little bit of progress, I mean the bare minimum because all I did was put in some scaffolding. So I could actually fall through the snow and then get on the scaffolding here, and we can have a good look at what we're going to work with. Now, I'm trying to decide if I want to move a lot of the snow and get rid of it, or if I just want to try to build in a wall area, a wall section, and just use snow as part of the wall. I'm not quite sure. I know that for up here, I'm going to have to do something because when there's weather, it snows inside. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but it's really annoying and it just looks so ugly. Let's get to decorating. All of that took so much longer than I anticipated, and I just want to show you exactly what all I did. So aside from this arch, I added lanterns just about everywhere. I wanted to make sure that there was no dark spots where mobs would just randomly spawn. But I also like sort of the dark corners that you get with the lighting in different spots. Like this is a pretty cool dark corner here. Then as we go along, of course, I've got lanterns in each of the areas here for the villagers and occasional light sources around the way just to make sure everything is lit up. We follow up around here through the tunnel, and of course you get other dark corners and stuff like that, but everything's still lit up really well. And then in here, I wanted to make sure everything was bright and well lit, so I used my mod, and I could see that everything is just about well lit, and I even have excuse you, an AFK spot here with a little lantern for me to be able to chill in while I'm letting iron generate for me. Now you'll also see these lumps, these textured lumps in the walls here. And that is because I was bringing let me turn this off. I was bringing the mountain to meet the wall. 'Cause I thought that would look a little bit better rather than just having holes here. And eventually the snow will stack up and it will look a little bit better out here too because we have some gaps there. But I wanted to texture that, and this is flat right here because it's the iron farm. Because the iron farm underneath, I didn't want to mess with any of the spawn mechanics. Of course, right in front of us, I have a giant wall to block things off, and it could use some texturing. It needs a little bit more work, but I definitely need to spend more time to do that. And I'm running out of time for this video, so I decided that I'd stop it here, and we can work on the wall again in the future when I have other things to connect to it. So then, of course, come down here, and we have a nice little tunnel that the dwarves probably would have dug out. And this actually leads down to our nether portal down there, which I need to create a path, and I don't have enough resources right now for that. But come up here, and there's a pathway that goes all the way across here, and you can climb all the way up there to the top. I have not put lanterns around here yet. Probably, we'll do that there. That probably wouldn't hurt. Just occasionally here and there as we go around. And then, of course, in the hall here, which I don't have a good spot for them, so they're going to go on the floor for now. And on this side over here, it's a little bit different because there's like a ladder, and I felt like the idea here is that this is sort of an unused basement, and that's why the nether portal is down there. It's used more for the mystics or the dwarves that have a desire to go into the darker places. So you ascend up here, and you come into this little platform where you see there's still some stone and things like that up here, which I may mound up and maybe put a few resources like gold and things like that here. And it's a little balcony, so you can look over and see the pathway there. But as you go, you come along up here, and I should probably honestly put some trapdoors here too. I'll do that a little bit later. But as you go up, you start to come up to the top of the walkway here, and you're out on top of the tower, which is pretty cool because you get a nice, beautiful view up here. And of course, we need to add some light sources around here and there. There we go. That should be good. Yep. Nothing should be spawning up here now. But I decided that on these front little faces, I'd do a special sort of chiseled deep slate and a different deep slate around each of the corners here because I think it just looks nice. It complements the brick here really well. And we can get a full view of the wall bridge thing, and I think it looks pretty cool. Now that I'm thinking about it, I had at one point down here wanted to create a bridge that comes from here and goes all the way over there. But I'm thinking that that really wouldn't work, especially with how far down I have it. So this could be the Dwarven dock. And I should build some sort of like boat ramp or something like that that connects to it. But here we could actually, at some point, when I have some time, we could dig out a giant drawbridge here that actually connects somehow with a bridge over to this side. I think that'd be a really cool way to connect the two things with the water going around, and it would also add a lot more texture to this wall. But for now, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and if you watched this far, you guys are amazing. I really want to give a special shout out to my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. And here is the typical YouTube. Hey, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe.